tonight as well. We'll see the Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Rockets opening lineup. Chris Paul out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Chris Paul. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Paul in at the point. Now here's Rondo. 5 on the clock. Knocked away. And they're on the break. And it's rejected.
An average shot blocker. The key for Rondo is to know when to leap up for those rejections. That time using length.
Pass to Rondo. An easy 2 on the layup.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Rondo. Paul with the bucket.
Just sticking with the play. Chris Paul there, determined to make something happen. Maintains his focus all the way through that one.
Outside, Rondo. Now Rondo. Outside, Rondo. Back to Rondo. 5 to shoot. Now here's Rondo. The D's right on him. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Outside Paul. Paul with it. And Rondo picks him up defensively. Paul can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Right side, Rondo. Paul passes to Paul. Back to Paul. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. And quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Rajon Rondo out there with Rajon Rondo. And then there's Rajon Rondo. And then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here are the Lakers now. Trailing by 2. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Rondo. Left side, Rondo. Back to Rondo. Outside, Rondo. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up.
And this is why Rondo's teammates love to run and play with him. Fearless as a competitor and terrific at scoring in deep.
Here's Paul. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Lets a floater go. Rondo. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Some changes now for the Lakers. Rondo, he's checked in for Rondo. Rondo comes in for Rondo. And it's Rondo in for Rondo.
One shot.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Rondo with the steal. Oh, Paul with the block. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Rondo, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Rondo. Paul, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul comes in for Chris Paul. The Lakers with the ball. 3-point lead. Outside, Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Rondo. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Paul. High arcing shot from downtown. And no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Lakers on top. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Rockets trail. So the Houston 5 right now. We've got Chris Paul. Chris Paul out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Paul in at the 3. The small forward. Paul. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Always been so tough is Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Pass to Rondo. Outside. Rondo. Left side, Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. He gets it in there.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
Outside Paul. Back to Paul. Pass to Paul. This for the tie. Rebounded by Rondo. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 3-point game. Paul passes to Paul. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Paul's got his first points in this one.
How about the change of speed from Chris Paul? That helps out a lot. Adept at getting his shots off under some heavy pressure.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Paul. Oh, they get a hand on it. Paul with a steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For the lead. And laid in by Paul.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Outside, Rondo. Shoots over Paul. And it's good. 2 points.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Lakers ahead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Rajon Rondo out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's Rondo in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Back to Rondo. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Now here's Paul, tightly guarded. Pass to Paul. Up top, Paul. The kick out to Paul. The three is up. Rebounded by Rondo.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside, Rondo. Back to Rondo. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Over Paul. Rondo's shot is off. The three. And they recover it. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within one. The Lakers call timeout. They lead by one. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. Reset.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
It's funny how much Chris Paul is showing so much nuance that he has as he's aged in this game. Just an unequaled and unmatched intelligence from the point guard position.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They trail by one. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Five-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rondo. Count it!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called. Houston. They're down by one. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Now here's Paul. Launches a three. Misses the three. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And here's Paul. Lets the three fly. Can't get the three to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.